This video shows you how to install the prerequisite software for the workshop. The first thing we need to do is download some additional software. This is a clean install of Windows 8.1. So the first thing we need to do is download a Java virtual machine, and we want the JDK. So we go to the Oracle download site, and then we select the JDK, the latest version, we accept the license agreement, and then download for Windows 64-bit. And we're going to save that to the local file system. While that's saving, I'm going to go and download the Eclipse software. And again, we want the latest version, which is currently Mars, and we want the Java EE version and 64-bit Windows. So again, download there and save it to the local file system. The next piece of software we want is Nodejs. So that's nodejs.org. And we simply select to install that. And we're going to save that to the local file system. And then finally, we want the Cloud Foundry, and we want the command line interface, CLI. And we're looking for the releases. The latest version will be at the top of the list, and we just want the 64-bit Windows installer. And again, we're going to save that. So now we've got the 4 downloads. First, we'll install the Java Jdk, and we're just going to go through and accept all the defaults. Then we're going to install the node. Just click Run. And again, we're going to accept all the defaults. For the Windows installer of the command line interface for Cloud Foundry, we need to go in the download directory, but then I can just click through into the installer and run the installer from there. And again, accept all the defaults. And then Eclipse is slightly different. We have to extract this. But before we do that, we need to move it to the root of our C drive. This is because if we don't do that, we'll get errors about the path length being too long. So just move it to the root of the C drive, right click, and then say extract all. Once the file has been extracted, we simply move it to the program files directory of our C drive. And once there, we can just launch it. And while that's loading, we can clean up the root directory by deleting the archive and the empty directory. Once Eclipse is started, we're going to install 2 plugins. So we go to the Eclipse Marketplace. From the Help menu, choose Eclipse Marketplace. Then in the Find box, type Bluemix. And then go. We then install the Eclipse tools for Bluemix. Again, leave all the options as default. And then the last thing we need to install, again from the Eclipse Marketplace, so Help Eclipse Marketplace, is the Nodejs tooling. So just type Node and go. And then we could put the full studio in, but that's a very large download, so we're going to opt for this second one. That has everything we need in the workshop. So I just click to install. And again, we're going to select all of the default options. So that's all the mandatory software installed, but there are a couple of other pieces of software that could be useful. The first thing is you will need a code editor. You can use the built-in Notepad, but that doesn't give you a very nice view of the code. So I'm going to go and install an editor. And then the second thing is the Google Chrome browser. If you want to use the live edit features of the DevOps services for Bluemix, it does allow you to debug the code live, but to do that you do have to have the Chrome browser. So we're going to go and install both the Chrome browser and also the Atom code editor. So I'm just going to close down Eclipse now that that's fully installed, and if we go and download an Atom editor, and you go atom.io, and we simply say download the Windows installer, and then we run that. And then the last thing is the Google Chrome browser. Running the installer for the browser as well. So there's the Atom browser, the Atom editor, sorry, all installed, so I can simply close that down. And there we go, we've now got the Chrome browser also installed. So that's all the software prereqs installed for the Windows system.